In the low-veld region of Eswatini, a bitter fight over sugarcane is brewing. After toiling it for 20 years, local farmers were promised ownership of this land, but they are likely to lose it to King Mswati III and his family. In defiance of the royal land grab, opposition politician Bungeni Simelane and his supporters staged a march here, sparking clashes with police. Their frustration with the monarchy reflects a growing attitude among the country's youth.
The young people, all of them, the majority of them, they don't want the monarchy, but they are afraid. Because once you raise an opposite voice against the monarchy, it's either you are tortured, jailed, and even some of our members and some of the Swazi citizens, they were killed.
Young people like Simelane are angry that the king apparently doesn't care about the law. And why should he? The constitution puts him above it. Since 1986, King Mswati has ruled Eswatini, an absolute monarchy. But the king likes to portray a different image of himself and his country. This latest tourism advert features picturesque landscapes and a benevolent monarch waving to his happy subjects. Acting Prime Minister Themba Masuku was not elected by the people, but chosen by the king. He maintains that Eswatini's system allows its citizens to speak their minds freely.
The system doesn't stop freedom of association. If you look at the constitution, it allows that, and the people who have their own organizations in this country, and as far as I know, are never harassed.
On paper, this is correct, but the reality tells a different story. Veteran politician Mpadlane Shongwe spent 8 months in prison and is currently out on bail. He is due to face the High Court on charges of treason after publicly condemning the royal family for corruption and misconduct. He says those who call Eswatini a democracy are mistaken.
The police torture is not something. The acting Prime Minister says they are not harassing anybody. Just recently, 2 weeks ago, on the 12th of April, in 3 occasions, the police detained people. People who had assembled there peacefully, and yet we continue to call ourselves a democratic country. No, we can no longer remain that there must be change in this country.
Shongwe isn't alone in his sentiment. While at least 60% of Swazis live below the poverty line, King Mswati splashes out on Rolls-Royces and BMWs. Among the student wing of the Ngwani National Liberatory Congress, emotions fly high when talking politics and current challenges facing the country.
Who are the MPs who vote for that constitution and say that the king should be above the law?
We have youth that are unemployed, but go there to the parliament and stuff. You find old people like 65 years, 70 years, they are working.
But these young politicians don't want to do away with the monarchy entirely. The king remains an important cultural figure. What they really want is for the king to adhere to the laws like everyone else and put real power in the hands of the people.
That is the main reason we were doing those April 12 demonstrations throughout the country in 3 places to remind the people that this country was stolen from us.
These farmers may have to wait a long time before they receive the land that was promised to them. But progress is slowly being made.